is Bryan Outlaw. But wait, you already knew that. Anyways, welcome to RCW, Ravage Championship Wrestling, where compelling storylines and the bullshit of WWE doesn't exist. Welcome to wrestling that you care about, wrestling that you'll be entertained by, wrestling without the bullshit. Well, boss man's telling me to watch my language, so anyways, enjoy the show, and hey, don't look at my sisters the wrong way, otherwise you will get a guilty verdict too. Anyways, enjoy the show, grab a snack, grab your girl, oh wait, I have her. I'm just kidding, enjoy the show. Hello, my name
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RCW, Ravage Championship Wrestling here. So, we got the Elgato running, all set and ready to go. Fantastic. Last time I almost had it muted for one of the matches, but luckily I noticed it. So before we get into the matches for tonight's show, why don't we go over some of the things that happened last episode? And one of those things was Bryan Outlaw attacking Kevin Owens. Obviously, throughout RCW, we have seen those two together, both at ringside, helping each other out, either by pulling a couple strings in matches to help each other win, or vice versa. And apparently, that pact that I had said that they had made, the one pact where if Kevin Owens were to return to an RCW ring, whether or not it would be Kevin Owens himself or Bryan Outlaw getting a title, he said that I will go back only if I can face you for a title shot. Either it be me as champion or you as champion. And I kept on saying, how long is this friendship going to last? I kept on saying that throughout many episodes of RCW. I kept on saying, how long is this friendship going to last? Because we all know that when you're on top of the mountain, you have no friends, because you constantly have that target on your back, and one of your best friends definitely wants that title. So with that being said, Bryan Outlaw had given a statement, if you will, in an empty arena, an empty RCW arena, explaining why he attacked Kevin Owens. So, real quick, while I pulled that up, why don't we go to that? As I quickly switch scenes here. That should, whoops, wrong scene there. I gotta set up I apologize, guys. I completely forgot about that that scene there. That okay, there we go. I completely forgot because I had the other stuff set up. I just got like the screens for the podcast and everything, and I didn't realize we didn't have that screen set up. So I apologize if you see me doing that. Obviously, okay, there we go. So I have the screen set up for you guys. Get ready for this. This is Bryan Outlaw's explanation on why he attacked Kevin Owens. Let me make sure that everything is okay for you guys. There we go. Okay.
all of you are probably wondering why I did what I did to Kevin Owens. Truth is, I don't answer to any of you. You don't sign my paychecks. The boss man does. I simply did what I had to do. KO had to be KO'd. It's just what had to be done. You see, as RCW World Champion, I always have a target on my back. And I simply eliminated a potential threat to said target. Get the picture? I mean, even you marks can understand that shit, right? I'm on top of the mountain, and it will stay that way. No deliberation necessary. No objection. Why? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, can touch me. Anybody that steps to me knows that no bond is gonna bail you out of this. This is no work. Oh no, this is real life. This is the real world, so better get used to it. If any of you have the balls to face me or to step to me in any way, you will suffer the same fate. DDT 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so obviously there, Bryan Outlaw making his intentions clear, and I apologize for not having the right scene for you guys there. I had a scene set up for, the podcast, and I completely forgot that I had switched a couple things around. Apologize for that little hiccup there. But it wouldn't be a stream if there wasn't a little bit of hiccups here and there. So, the good news is, if you didn't notice, I have my transition back. I had everything backed up on Google Drive, surprisingly. I went on there to check something out, and I had his whole thing backed up on Google Drive. All the transitions, everything that he had given me, I had everything backed up on there. So the transitions are back, sounds are back, everything else is fine and dandy. So, without further ado, let's get to our first match here tonight. As Tessa Blanchard will be taking on Ariel, and obviously I downloaded some different superstars here, different versions of, Tessa Blanchard and Kenny Omega, which you'll see later tonight. So, here we go. Here's Tessa Blanchard here as she comes out. Now, Tessa Blanchard has gotten a couple victories here since her debut here in RCW. I believe it was with Noelle Diamond way back in Season 3 in Zaya Brookside. And she comes out here getting ready to face Ariel, who is unsuccessful in capturing the RCW Women's Championship against Luna at RCW Rebirth. So, we also have some news regarding the channel. So, as this thing crashes, I figured it would. Gotta love that 2K20-ness, right? Gotta love it. Gotta love the crashes, am I right? Got to love them. As I get this going, guys, I apologize for that. 2K20-ness. So, we have some news regarding the channel, both, kind of branding-wise and content-wise. One of those things being the channel trailer. So, Twitch did this thing where you can have a trailer for your channel, kind of give something. I know YouTube's had it for quite a while, and it's something that YouTube has had for quite some time. And it's one of those things that I'm excited to do because I plan on doing something with Bryan Outlaw for that channel trailer. So I'm making one. I will be making one for the channel. Also, as far as content-wise, in case you haven't heard, there is no WWE 2K21 this year, which is a good thing, I think. As a WWE fan, and as a WWE gaming fan, and with the debacle that was this game, 2K20, I have to say that them choosing not to have a game this year is possibly the greatest thing they could have done for the franchise. This gives time for Visual Concepts, the new developer, of said game to do some things, to make a good game or potentially a better game than 2K20 was. So that's exactly kind of what I'm hoping happens, is that they use this as to kind of not necessarily, make the horribleness of 2K20 any better, but to give them time to actually make a game, because the developers left mid-development, kind of leaving them with the inability, I should say, to understand the coding of the game. They had to completely recode the game and do everything over again, which is difficult. A lot of people don't realize how difficult that is. Doesn't mean I'm giving them an excuse that the game was horrible. They should have delayed it, if they had to, But WWE with deadlines, when you have deadlines as a developer, there's only so much you can do. And I think WWE was like, well, we're losing money and we lost money because of 2K20, so now we have to figure that out. But they're coming out with a brand new game called WWE 2K's Battlegrounds, which is kind of like a new version of All-Stars, if you will. And I'm excited for that game. There's also a game coming out called Retromania Wrestling, which I'm excited about. And there's a game coming out called Jakara Action Arcade Wrestling, which is a game that I've heavily endorsed. And by endorsed, I mean just, not sponsored by them or anything like that, but I have heavily, been saying how the developers of that game, just really care about their game, and they're really doing, something that they need to do to make a good wrestling game. And you got, Virtual Basement making their own wrestling game, which is supposed to come out in 2021. So you got all these brand new wrestling games coming out. And I think, a lot of these developers are taking advantage of the fact that there is no 2K21. So, a lot of the developers of this year are like saying, hey, we could jump on this because there is no AAA title in WWE 2K. I mean, there is the WWE 2K Battlegrounds, of course, which is a more arcadey based wrestling game. Which is something that I've wanted for years. It's something that a lot of the wrestling gaming community has wanted for years. And a lot of people are bashing the game, saying that it's, shit. And, whatever. And it's only 25 seconds of a trailer. And to me, it's like, it's a game that people have asked for years. They've asked for an All-Stars 2 for years. They've asked for, something like this for a long time. And All-Stars 1 came out in 2010, so it's been a good, 9 to 10 years, 2010, 2011, 9 to 10 years since we've seen an arcade-based wrestling game by, that's an actual WWE game. So I'm excited. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much just because 2K is in charge of it, but also Saber Interactive is the same guys that made NBA 2K Playgrounds, and the only reason why that was bad, or the NBA Playgrounds 2, I should say, is because of the microtransactions. And that's the one thing that I'm worried about, is microtransactions in the game. And I hate microtransactions specifically because I hate microtransactions that prevent you from having the full fun of the game. It's fine to have them in there, like the Battle Pass and stuff like that for Call of Duty. You don't need to get that to have the full fun of Call of Duty. That's just something extra if you want to have it. Yeah, you can get skins, you can get, new weapons and stuff like that, but there are certain tiers of the Battle Pass that you can get for free anyway. that doesn't interfere with the game. So I'm hoping that NBA or that WWE Playgrounds isn't that way in the sense that it doesn't interfere with the fun of the game, with the microtransactions. I'm hoping that if there is microtransactions, that it doesn't interfere with the actual main game. Like, you don't need to pay for anything other than the game to have fun. As Ariel goes up here, oh my, what a corkscrew press or whatever. I don't even know what that was by Ariel there. She puts the boot to the throat to Tessa Blanchard. Also with Retromania wrestling, it reminds me of a game like from the 80s. Like Super Nintendo sort of kind of game. And, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people like those games, and in 2020, I still think there is a place for retro sort of games, and I'm excited to just play a wrestling game. I don't care what it is, I will give it a shot. I'm considering that 2K20, the way this game is, I'll take anything at this point, and I feel like as a wrestling fan and as a wrestling gaming fan, that, a lot of the wrestling fans are just ungrateful, I went on Twitter and I saw 2K's announcement about the Battlegrounds, and everybody was like, this game is trash, whatever, and it's like, you haven't even seen actual gameplay of this game. You've only seen a 25-second trailer, and you're already trashing it. And it's like, let me see gameplay of it first. And there's a lot of people who wanted this game. And there's like people, they're like, I wanted a SmackDown versus Raw game, or I wanted this, and it's like, you should be happy that they're giving us a game at all. Because, they could have just been like, you're stuck with this dumpster fire that is 2K20. You're stuck with this game, that crashes all the time and whatever, and that's it. And I would have taken updates to 2K20. And who says that they're not going to do that? What if they do that? They never said anything in their press release saying that they would do that. But they're keeping the 2K19 servers up for a little bit longer. And I'm hoping that they update 2K20 for those that actually have it, because I wouldn't mind that. It's a big boot there from Tessa Blanchard in the corner there. And now, Tessa Blanchard looking to get rid of Ariel here. Tried for a chick kick perhaps. But Ariel caught that into a cover. A very weird decision there. I don't know why, but she would try to go for the cover there. That's probably not wise, but a spine buster there to Tessa Blanchard, and Ariel is on fire right now. As it seemed that Tessa Blanchard had this match a little bit under control a couple moments ago. Tried for a kick there, kick to the midsection, but Tessa caught it. Tried for a clothesline, but Ariel caught her real quick. Irish whip into the corner. A little bit of a reversal there. Tessa throwing her away. Wow, rolling her up into a pin combination year one. I thought it was going to be a 2 count, but I guess not. Only a 1 count there. Tessa's looking to get this one done, but Ariel, oh my god, with a kick to the side of the head. What's up, Ace Angel? Good to see you in here. Ace Angel, your wrestler actually is debuting tonight, he is going to be debuting in our main event against Aleister Black, which is amazing, so I'm excited to see that. It's Ariel, oh my god, what a Spanish fly from the top rope there. As the crowd chants, this is awesome, and I always like to have, for debuts, I usually like to have, them either be the main event or, like, the match before it. I usually think it's a big deal when somebody debuts. Either that or I have them run in on somebody, usually. And I always do that, and I thought I was like, why don't I give this guy a match? So, by the way, I have some other news as Tessa Blanchard hits a cutter here. So, you know, this week and next week are my last 2 weeks of college, which means from then on, there's going to be a lot more content. So more streaming, more all of this stuff. You know, as Tessa Blanchard hits a DDT here. 1, 2, 3, and Tessa Blanchard gets the victory here in our very first match. But there's going to be a lot more content coming out. So there's going to be, obviously, with 3 wrestling games coming out this year, which I'm very excited. Retromania Wrestling, like I said, is sort of like a game from the 80s. It's right in the name. It's retro, so it's kind of like a mixture of Fire Pro and frickin' like No Mercy. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the older games, and I'm excited for that. And the developers are very vocal. I followed them on Twitter. I gotta ask them a few questions. I want to ask them, like, can we create our own arenas? Can we create our own arenas? Can we, you know, make our own wrestlers? Can we, you know, can we do the things that we do in this game with that game? And I always like to see different games and their take on, like, creation suites and stuff like that. You know, because this game does a pretty decent job at it. Aside from the crashes and stuff, you know, I always liked the creation suite of WWE. You know, when it came to creating my wrestlers. I know some people who don't like it. I wish they would add some more features. But I always like to see other games and their takes on creating wrestlers, because I think the part of longevity of wrestling games is the ability to create your own shows, the ability to create. You know, if you can download other people's creations, if you can make your own arenas and all that stuff, it makes it more fun. I have to say, since doing this show, I haven't played a WWE 2K game as much as I did 2K19 and this game. You know, if I wasn't doing this, and I wasn't doing the My Career stuff on my YouTube, and I wasn't doing any of this, I would have no reason to play this game. This game would just sit on my hard drive. Granted, I have an 8 terabyte hard drive for my Xbox, so this game would sit on my 9 terabyte memory Xbox and never be touched. But it would just sit there. So I thank you guys for tuning into all this stuff and tuning into a lot of my content on my YouTube channel. And you can find that in my panels. It's marked YouTube. You'll click on that panel and you'll be guided to a YouTube link in which you can catch all the episodes of RCW, as well as my website too. My website was in chat there. You can enter the command web, I believe, in chat. The sounds are back, so if you enter the command botch, my name, with an exclamation point in that mark, you'll get a sound from Paige there. Also, if you enter the command gift, you'll get a sound command from Paige there. She actually wanted me to use the sound commands. I was in her stream. I've been in her stream since she started doing Twitch, and she actually wanted me to use some of the sound commands. She's like, go ahead and use them. So I'm using them. So she's possibly my favorite wrestler ever. So to have her as a part of the stream is freaking fantastic. As we have a tag team matchup here, the debuting Scott Richards with Jason Outlaw against Chris Danger and Buddy Murphy. So Scott Richards, he is based on one of my friends. One of my friends is a professional wrestler. He is a high school friend of mine. And he's actually a pro wrestler at 16 years old. So I based this on him. So I'll definitely have to tell him that his wrestler debuted. So it's pretty cool seeing one of your best friends, like, of all time, you know, doing what he loves. And, you know, he never even told me that he was training to be a pro wrestler. And I told him to let me know once this corona crap is over, when his next match is, because I want to be there. I want to be there for his match. and I talked about working with him, and he helped me get into contact with the people that trained him. So I was going to train to be a wrestling manager. This summer I was planning to, so, you know, if all goes well and, you know, we can get back to some type of normalcy again, hopefully they can reopen. And, you know, I could start beginning my training, because that's one of the things that I want to do this summer is, you know, because I only have one semester of college after this, and then it's kind of out into the real world. And you know, I always say, you know, in an industry like this one, in the wrestling industry, it's better to get started early when you're young than to wait until, like, you're in your mid-20s, like 20, I don't know, like frickin' 8 or something like that, when you're kind of like mid-prime-ish. You know, a lot of people start at like their teenage years, and then they just elevate themselves. And I'm 21, so I'm considered to be in my prime, so I want to kind of stay that way and, you know, be a mouthpiece of another wrestler. So I hope to get into that industry, and hopefully, you know, with the promos that I cut for the YouTube videos and all that will come in handy. Ether, thank you for the tab, man. I appreciate it. There's a link right there to check out my my friend, my co-host of my Angle podcast, my wrestling podcast, Chaotic 911. Oh, we got some new things coming to that. I actually got screens made for that podcast, so we're actually going to have like an actual screen instead of just a black background with our Discord cameras and stuff like that. I'll have Chaotic kind of help me set that up. We also have a starting screen too and everything else. That's kind of what you saw at the beginning of the stream, because I had the wrong scene up, and I apologize for that. But like I said, it wouldn't be a professional stream if things weren't a little bit messed up. So, as Buddy Murphy is in this match here with Jason. Irish whip into the ropes here. Oh, kind of ran into each other there. I don't know if that was intentional or not. As Buddy Murphy has Jason up into the tree of woe here. And a kick right to the face. And I don't know what if this is an alliance between Buddy Murphy and Chris Danger, because Chris Danger does not like the Outlaws at all. As a bail kick here from Jason. I don't know what this whole alliance thing is, but whatever it is, it's working for Chris Danger. Seems to be working, but Buddy Murphy almost hesitated too much there, but Buddy Murphy able to throw Jason all the way up. As Jason's trying to make the tag to Scott Richards, and he does. He gets the hot tag, and Chris Danger comes in. Oh, what a kick there. And I have all the entrances off just so that we avoid crashes again. Scott Richards with the shoulder tackle to Chris Danger to the outside. Now looking to take care of Buddy Murphy here, throwing him back into the ring. Looking to take care of him for the time being, but Buddy Murphy with a rake to the eyes though. Oh! Got him off of the rope. As Chris Danger just lays there. Super kick to Buddy Murphy. And that may have taken care of Buddy Murphy, but he's got to focus on the legal man at hand here, and that is Chris frickin' Danger here. He's got to focus. Turns his attention. Oh, what a face buster. Buddy Murphy makes his way to the apron again. I don't know if that was a very wise decision there, as Chris Danger is pumped up here. Trying to get his team back into this with a bulldog from the corner there. And a cover, 1, 2, and Scott kicks out at 2. Scott kicks out at 2. Oh, and Chris tried for a kick there. Well, Buddy Murphy tagged himself in. I don't know how wise that was on Scott's part, having him in the corner like that. But he was taking care of Buddy Murphy, though. Uh-oh. He's possibly looking for the page turner here, but oh. Buddy Murphy with the clothesline reversing the page turner. And now Scott Richards finds himself in a little bit of trouble here as he gets thrown to the outside by Buddy Murphy. As Jason watches on. Now, Bryan had mentioned Scott Richards many, many times before in his promo when he left that other company that we will not mention. As with a couple of punches to the face. And he was very high praise for Scott Richards here. He was very high praise, knowing how young he is. He was had very high praise for Scott Richards. Always a cover there and a kick out at one is Chris Danger. Thought about causing some trouble, but a punch, no. Chris Danger. Chris Danger, oh my, what an uppercut. To Scott Richards. Again. I don't know what's going on with Scott Richards here. He's got to focus on Buddy Murphy. Maybe it's the rookie in him. This is his first match. So maybe it's, a couple rookie mistakes here. As he finds himself in trouble again with a snapmare. Oh, and a kick right to the back of Scott. Buddy Murphy stopping that hot tag. Oh, but Scott with a reversal again. Scott with a reversal. Oh my, what a kick to the chest. As he tags in Jason Outlaw here. This is perfect. This is exactly what these two want here. Keep Buddy Murphy in. Do not allow Chris to get anywhere near Buddy Murphy. Couple of strikes there. Jason looking for the VR. The VR knee. 1, 2, and Buddy Murphy kicked out at 2. Buddy Murphy kicked out at the VR. I haven't seen that happen a lot here on RCW, but it happened right there. As Scott Richards tags in as Buddy Murphy was looking to Irish whip. Oh no! Why did he turn on his partner there? What was that for? Maybe that was a mistake. Again, another mistake. I don't know if that was accident. If that was by accident on purpose. I think he was trying to go for Buddy Murphy. As Scott Richards kicks out at 2. Almost in trouble there. I think he got busted open off of that move there by Buddy Murphy. As now Buddy Murphy going up top. Buddy Murphy going up top. Oh, shooting star press. No. Scott got the knees up. Scott got the knees up. From the shooting star press. Oh, tried for a suplex. Buddy Murphy got out of the way. Buddy Murphy. Oh my, what a neck breaker. Irish whip to the corner. Jason Outlaw is on the outside. There's nothing that he can do as Chris Danger tags himself in. But Chris Danger able to reverse that, I believe that was a back suplex. Oh, and you can see, I think you can see a little bit of blood there. A little bit of blood on the eye of Scott Richards. Jason just able to break the pin up. Uh-oh. Chris looking for a taste of danger. But, oh, Scott with a reversal. Scott with a reversal and a drop kick. And Scott looking for that page turner. Scott's going to look for the page turner. Scott hit the page turner. Scott hit the page turner. Now going for the cover off of the page turner. 1, 2. And Chris Danger kicked out at 2. Buddy Murphy, I think he was going to break the pin up there, but he didn't have to. As Scott takes care of him. Now tagging in Jason. This is exactly what they need to do here. I'm surprised these two are working well for a first-time tag team as Jason goes up top. Scott gets out of the way. Jason goes up top for an elbow drop. Now going for the pin off of that. 1, 2, and Chris again kicks out. Again, these two have a lot of history. And a super kick, a bail kick again to Chris Danger. Now looking to take care of Buddy Murphy. Now, oh! But Buddy Murphy with a springboard drop kick to Jason as he looked to take care of Buddy Murphy, as I think he was going to hit the VR again. As Chris Danger looking to take advantage. Oh, looking for the Philly special, but didn't land it. Kick to the hamstring, though. Back and forth, standing switch. Into the ropes now. Leapfrog. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana. Trying to stop Chris Danger from hitting that, from getting that hot tag to Buddy Murphy. And again, Jason turning his attention to Buddy Murphy. Hits him off of the apron. This is exactly what Jason needs here. What's up, Savage CJ? Good to see you in here again. Looking for the VR one more time. Hitting the VR. Pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Chris again with the kick out. It may take Scott to finish this one as he tags Scott back in. Chris Danger gets back up and gets met with a clothesline. I don't know how much of that clothesline he got. Look for the super kick, but no super kick there as Chris got out of the way, excuse me. Mixing my names up today. This is what happens when an insane match goes on as Chris makes the tag to Buddy Murphy. But gets met with a clothesline by Scott Richards. He gets met with a clothesline by Scott Richards as Scott continues to bleed from, it looks like, the eyebrow. Looks like the eyebrow, and Scott trying to fire himself up here. And he does. He gets the clothesline as they are in the corner. And a huge chop right in the corner to Buddy Murphy. And now this is the time. This is the time. Super kick. No. Buddy Murphy caught it. Oh, and a chop block. I didn't even know what that was. It looked like a chop block there. But I don't think Buddy Murphy got all of what he intended to. Looking for a super kick again. And he finally connects as Chris is on the outside still trying to recuperate. Now looking for the page turner again. Looking for the page turner again as Chris is on the apron. Page turner to Buddy Murphy. Cover. 1, 2, and Buddy Murphy kicked out of the page turner. My God. What is it going to take for any of these men to go down here? What's it going to take for any of these men to go down here as Scott makes the tag to Jason in a drop kick? These tag matches are absolutely insane. In action in next episode, we will have the tag team champions, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson in action. Which I'm excited for that match. Whoever they're going against. But they will be in action. It's a bail kick again to Buddy Murphy. Now he's got to take care of Chris Danger one more time, trying to take care of him. And an uppercut again. It seems that Jason is spending so much time trying to take care of Chris Danger, and it's just not working out for him. And an uppercut one more time, trying to take care of him again. And this is not working out in his favor here. At all. I don't know what he's got to do, but whatever it is, he's got to think of it quick. And a knee again, a VR knee strike. And I think this time he's going to drag Buddy Murphy over to his corner. And that's very wise, though, as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Jason and Scott finally are able to beat Chris Danger here and Buddy Murphy. And I apologize for my dog here. She's being an idiot. She's been barking all day. And, you know, the number one thing that sucks about this quarantine, it's nice outside, okay? Like, I wish it was shitty outside. Then I wouldn't have to feel as bad being in this house. There are some guys outside. I don't know what they're doing. But there's some dudes outside with a steamroller, it looks like. It looks like they're repaving the roads. Essential working at its finest, people. Essential working at its finest. I don't know what they're doing, but it looks like they put out some orange cones. So they must be doing something. Let me see. Yeah, they're like right in front of my house, and they're putting cones out near the side of the road, and it looks like a steamroller or pavement roller or whatever you call one of those things. I don't know what they're doing, but it's only 2 of them. Usually I see like at least a group of like 5 or 10 of these guys, but I don't know. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Whatever. Let's move on. As we have Kenny Omega versus Ricochet. Now, this is a different version of Kenny Omega. I downloaded a better version. This is by, if you guys want to download this dude's creations, I think his name is Omega Man on Xbox. I'll put the link in the Discord for his Twitter. He's a really good creator. You know, he gets other people to help him, you know, make the faces, the facial textures of, you know, the wrestlers and stuff. And I think he's really good at making, you know, Cause. I think it's really cool. And he's made some of the AEW guys. That Tessa Blanchard that you guys had seen, he made that one. This Kenny Omega he made, so, you know, it's pretty awesome. You know, how realistic he's able to make these, you know, he gets all the movesets. Sometimes I change a couple things. You know, but he pretty much gets the movesets almost right. As a super kick from Kenny Omega to Ricochet. As Ricochet gets up and a backdrop suplex there from Ricochet. Now, this is a dream match in the making, folks. As I always like to try and, you know, surprise you guys with some, you know, really extraordinary matches. As Ricochet makes his way to the outside. Oh, but a poison Rana there from Kenny Omega. And the quickness and the agility of Kenny Omega may help him win this match here, but you could say the same thing about Ricochet. As Kenny Omega throws Ricochet back into the ring, but oh, a reversal there. Oh, tried for a super kick of his own, but missed. Oh, dropping Ricochet where he stands there. Trying to end this match early, but count of 1. And it is kind of weird, because I don't know if you guys noticed this, if you guys have ever played this game before, but after a lot of countouts, if it's not from a signature, or if it's not, or pin counts, I mean, if it's not from a signature or a finisher, they get up immediately. They do like the Undertaker thing, and they sit up immediately. And it's just weird to me. I don't know what it is. Unless it's like certain moves. Because I've seen that happen many, many times. Also, I need your guys' opinion on something. So with, as a pile driver here from Kenny Omega. So with Retro Mania coming out in July, which it's a wrestling game that's basically, you know, that looks like from the 80s. It's basically a mixture of like Fire Pro and frickin' No Mercy or whatever. Or at least that's kind of what it reminds me of. And I've always thought about doing AI versus AI. You know, because in those games, I can get away with doing those. I like doing just weird, wacky things. And if you can make your own championships and make your own show, you know, that could be something that we add to the streaming schedule. Because I normally stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So, you know, imagine this. We have RCW on one of those days. And then we have, you know, this other show. And then we have another show of Chikara. Because I plan on creating another show called Erie Pro Wrestling, EPW, on Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling. Then that comes out for consoles. And since these guys have been working at home, the developers of that game have been working at home, you know, they've been working real hard trying to develop that game. And I've been in close contacts with them. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. They're just awesome group of guys. Like, these are a group of like 4 or 5 people that are making a really good wrestling game. It's out for PC. I've played it. It's fantastic. The online is fun. The creation suite is kick-ass. It is absolutely amazing. And I talked to them many, many times. They have a Discord of their own that you can put suggestions in, which is awesome. You know, and I think it's very important that a game developer is in touch with their community, and, you know, and especially with wrestling games, this only being the wrestling game that we all know of, you know, for consoles. I mean, for PC, there's a lot of things, but not everybody has the capability to do all that, you know? So to have a wrestling game, you know, for consoles that is fun. Like, it may not be, you know, WWE, whatever, or the simulation-based game. I'll take any wrestling game. Like I've said earlier in this stream, I'll take anything. Doesn't matter what the frick it is. It's wrestling. I will take it. Like that new game, WWE 2K Playgrounds, or Battlegrounds, or whatever the frick. All those people that are giving it crap for it, and off of a 25-second trailer, play All-Stars, okay? I understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but thank God we're getting something like that, because I've wanted it for forever. I remember playing Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown 2, you know, on the PlayStation 2 with friends, and just screwing around. Like, I miss those days. I love this simulation stuff. I love bringing you guys the RCW stuff, but just to have something different to play every once in a while isn't a bad thing. It's Kenny Omega. What's he going for here? Snapdragon! Suplex. As Ricochet kicks out at 2. So I'm really excited to have a lot of the content that on my channel, just more content that I can mess around with. I'm really excited for it. You know, and I hope you guys are too. Because I want to do something more than RCW. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I've wanted to do that I can't necessarily do. It's Kenny Omega with a power bomb here. Count of 2, 3, and he gets him off of the power bomb. I thought it was going to take a one-winged angel. But he got Ricochet off of the power bomb. But what a match, folks. As we have Kenny Omega celebrating. In his match here. I gotta say, that is a really well done Kenny Omega. Really well done, Kenny Omega. Shout out to Omega Man. Really good done. Really well done, Kenny Omega there. As we have Keith Lee versus Finn Balor. Now, like I said, I like to create some dream matches here, some dream match scenarios. Now, last time we came at you on RCW, last big thing was the attack on Kevin Owens by Bryan Outlaw, as well as the match that took place at RCW Rebirth at the Season 6 finale between Tommaso Ciampa and Keith Lee in a last man standing match, and Ciampa came out the victor. And ever since, Keith Lee and Tommaso Ciampa have been butting heads since then. We'll just have to see what the future holds for those two. As so far, I believe it's been 2-0 when Keith Lee has gone against Ciampa. So Ciampa has held the first 2 wins in their matches together. So, Keith Lee is, quite in some trouble there, but he can't be thinking about that right now as he faces Finn Balor here tonight. And an Irish whip into the ropes. Keith Lee with a drop down and with a leapfrog, and oh my, just tossing Finn Balor up. Gotta imagine that, it's almost 300 pounds worth of Keith Lee here. Oh my god, what a splash in the corner, and Finn Balor is just getting crushed. But Finn with a front face lock here, but Keith Lee with a reversal. And a headbutt to Finn Balor. Talk about an insult there. And a moonsault. Look at that. Moonsault into a pin combination. Referee taking his sweet frickin' time here. Not even a 1 count. Maybe we gotta fire this guy. We've gone through many referees here in RCW. That's for sure. We'll try for a back suplex, but Keith Lee with a reversal, and Finn Balor is in tremendous trouble right now. Keith Lee with the wrath of punches here to the Demon King. Oh, but he kips up. Kips up, though. I don't think Keith Lee realized it. A knee right to the face here on the top rope, and now Finn. Oh, no. Can he do this? Seriously, Finn. Oh, my, what a suplex from the top rope. 300 pounds worth of a man there, or at least close to that, into a pin, but a kick out at 1. I don't know how Finn was able to muster up that much strength to lift up the mountain of a man that Keith Lee is, but, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't question it as a DDT there from Finn Balor, and Finn is fired up right now. As Keith Lee has found himself in some trouble here for the first time in this matchup. It looked like Keith Lee was going to run away with this. But it doesn't look like it now. DDT again to Keith Lee. And Finn Balor just firing away, and I think he's got to do that. He looked for a DDT again. Keith Lee caught him, and an uppercut there, and running over Finn Balor. My God. And just slamming him down there. Oh no. Finn Balor's going to be forced to bask in Keith Lee's glory as he throws him down. 1, 2, and Finn kicked out. Finn kicked out of that. My God. Finn's got a death wish. I swear to God, if Keith Lee lands this, it's over. Oh my, what a top rope moonsault, but Finn Balor got the knees up. flatliner. And now Finn's ascending to the top rope. Looking for the coup de grace on Keith Lee. 1, 2, and Keith Lee kicked out at 2.5. You kick out of my finisher, I'll kick out of yours. Keith Lee kicked out at 2.5 from the coup de grace. And this match still continues, but Finn is fired up here. Finn is not stopping there with a sling blade. And Finn is on fire right now. Finn going up to the top rope again. And now Finn with an elbow drop to Keith Lee. Finn going up top once more. Maybe another elbow drop. Looking for another coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. And Finn Balor battles back against Keith Lee. My God. Sorry about that. Dropped my freaking mouse. My God. What a match. My God. That was an insane match, folks. I thought it was over right here. It looked like Keith Lee, this whole match, it looked like Keith Lee was just going to run over Finn Balor, dominate him, and be over with it. But, this is gotta put a damper in the confidence of Keith Lee, because he should have won this. Not to diss Finn Balor, but he should have won this match. And with the 2 losses to Tommaso Ciampa, that's not helping him out either. As we have our main event of the evening, we have the RCW debut of Ace Angel going up against Aleister Black. Now, selecting an opponent for Ace Angel wasn't easy at all. It was not. However, as the booker and as the leader of this show, if you will, I always like to make really dope matches. A lot of times they are dream matches. Even if they are fictional wrestlers, I always like to think, well, that would make a good match, or well, that would make a good match, or well, that would make a good match. But I always try to make dream match scenarios. When I book these shows, I never want any match to not mean anything. Which explains why that if you do want to join this universe, as we get into this main event here, if you do want to join this universe, there's only 2 rules that I can think of right now that apply. And that is, 1, you have to accept the fact that your wrestler isn't going to get booked all the time. I like to have storylines that build up. I like to have storylines that, mean something. Some storylines carry over for a long time. Most of the time, I have storylines pre-scripted or pre-written. And, once they're written, they're kind of set in stone. Very rarely do I ever change them. And the next rule is make them realistic. So what I mean by that is when you're making your wrestler, I can always go in and change this, but it gives me extra work if I have to. Don't equip your wrestler with every single move of a regular move set being a finisher. Don't just put pedigree, stunner, whatever for every single, move. Let them have regular, moves, and have the signatures and the OMGs and stuff be their own thing, make a realistic looking, wrestler, in terms of moveset. Some of you aren't too good at the, facial features and stuff like that, which is okay. I don't care about that. I care about, the sense of making this as realistic, as possible. Like the stuff that you see on Raw, only better, I hope. So, with that being said, let's get into the main event here. Aleister Black and Ace Angel. Wow, that is really well done. That is really well done. Really nice looking attire there. Really nice looking tattoos. Really well done here. As Ace Angel with a body slam here to start this one off. And Ace Angel. Don't know much about this guy, but from what I've heard from him from his bio, that he looks very intimidating, very intriguing, and definitely could be a dominant force here in RCW. I could definitely see him as RCW World Champion. I'm not even thinking mid-card belt, because I don't like to, and I always hate using that term because to me it makes it seem, less important. You know what I mean? Like when somebody says, "Oh, you're just a mid-card guy," that kind of just means that, oh, you're not good enough to make it in the main event or whatever. And I want all of my titles, the tag team titles, the Carnage title, which is our mid-card belt, and our world title and our women's title to mean equal importance. And a lot of times, the mid-card belt, the runs and the storylines with it is often better than the actual world championship. But I, from what I've seen, but I like to, have equal importance. So if somebody wins the world title, they should be as great of a champion, or as recognized as a meaningful champion as, somebody who won, the mid-card belt, or the Carnage title in this case. As Aleister Black with the quick strikes to Ace Angel. And this is not going to be an easy matchup here for Ace Angel here in his debut. But I can promise you this. Ace Angel's not going to give up here as a boot right to the face. Right to the side of the face here in the corner. And Ace Angel is in trouble here, but he gets right back up into a bulldog here. But Aleister Black getting right back up. Talk about a couple of no-sells here. Oh, tried for a double foot stomp perhaps, but Aleister kind of misconnected on that, and a running pop-up knee strike there. And a body slam there again just to create some space here. And I don't know why Ace Angel thought it was a good idea. Lurk, I have no sound. Thank you, Darkman, for the lurk. I appreciate it. And I don't know why Ace Angel was bashing his head into the turnbuckle. Why would you want to give yourself a head injury? I don't know, but maybe there's a lot more to this guy than I know. Oh, and a kick right to the face. Wow. Disrespectful there. A very slow kick to the face as he goes for the quick cover here. One, and Aleister with the kick out. As Aleister just lays there, then he gets right back up. Oh, a kick to the midsection though. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh. Oh, what a knee strike there from Ace Angel. Knocking the lights out of Aleister Black, but a kick out at 2. That just came out of nowhere. That just came out of nowhere there from Ace Angel as Aleister gets right back up again, but oh my, what an STO. Okay, that was weird. Aleister just got up out of nowhere. Okay, game. Okay. Kick to the back of the leg there. And Aleister Black going for the cover now. 1, 2. And a kick out there from Ace Angel. As he gets right back up, and Aleister can't believe it, but he hasn't hit much in this match. Oh! Quick strikes there. As he prevents Aleister from going anywhere. It appeared that he was going to roll out. Oh my, what a knee! What a knee! What a knee strike there. The amount of knee strikes from this guy, man, it appears that he's like some type of like almost like MMA style. Seems that Ace Angel relies on a lot of his striking ability, which I can definitely really like. Wow. Wow. What disrespect there. As he hops over Aleister and just like a backwards kick to the face. Wow. Wow, the disrespect. He gets lifted up. Oh my, drops Aleister on his head. 1, 2, and Aleister kicked out at 2.5. This is not over, folks. Oh my God. Ace Angel right now. Definitely impressing me for sure, and I'm pretty sure he's impressing everyone here tonight. As he goes out to the outside. Oh my God. No. Talk about first impressions, and he's already looking to end frickin' Aleister's career, man. But Aleister gets out of the way of that. He's still going back and forth here. Oh my, what a kick. What a kick, folks. And again going back and forth. As Aleister throws Ace Angel back into the ring now. Oh my God, what's Aleister going for now? Elbow drop to the back. I thought he might have been going for that double foot stomp that he likes to do, but I guess not. Oh, cross body, but an epic fail there from Ace Angel as Aleister's just standing here. Ace has to think of his next move here, but he's got to think quickly. As he grabs the foot of Aleister, and again, Irish whip into the corner, an elbow there. And he wants to finish. He wants this on the outside. As Aleister's right there to oblige. Oh no. This can't be good as he gets dropped. Right on the outside here. Drags him over to the announce table here, or one of the announce tables that we have. I don't know where our announcers are at this point. Oh, but a knee right to the back and face first into the announce table. There goes Ace Angel. Oh my, what a dragon. Count of 6 here, and Ace Angel resetting the count. Don't want this to end in a count out. Can you imagine? Your debut match ending in a count out. And that would suck. Oh no. The announcers dipped. The announcers dipped. What the fuck is going on with this game? Oh my God. Air raid siren. I apologize for my language there, but seriously, what the hell was that? Okay. We're just gonna ignore the fact that the freaking game had an epileptic episode. I've never seen that at all before. No, it's not. It wasn't lag. It was like, it was just freaking frame going everywhere. And Ace Angel isn't done here with Aleister as a spear through the barricade. That went right. It was glitching. Yeah, it was glitching. It was like I've never had that happen before. I've seen multiple glitches in this game, but not that. I've never seen anything like that. That was weird. That was cool, though. That was cool, I'll admit. I don't think this is about winning anymore. I honestly think this is just about hurting Aleister Black at this point, but Aleister firing back here. Ace Angel firing back. And right into the ring post again. Count of 8 here as Ace Angel going out to the outside again. Not allowing Alistair to get back up under his own power, but Alistair firing back though, throwing him in to the ring. What are we seeing here? After an air raid siren through the... Oh my God, what? Crossbody to the ref. I don't know how much... No sell there by the ref there. That's for sure. Oh no. Not a black mass. Black mass. Black mass. 1, 2. And Ace Angel kicks out of the black mass. I guess our new ref, Aaron, is pretty strong. I don't know. You done messed up, Aaron. You were supposed to sell that. And oh my God, Ace Angel again dropping him on his head. Uh-oh. My God, whatever he's going for next is not going to be good here, folks. Not again. Not again. A knee strike. A knee strike, a V-trigger knee strike here, and Alistair is down, and Ace Angel wins in his debut match here on RCW. Wow. That was crazy. Elysium Exile, okay. And remind me to I'll write that down. I will write that down. I was just going to ask if you had any names for your signatures or anything like that. So I will definitely write that down. As Ace Angel just staring at the crowd here. I'm wondering what the frick happened to this dude's eye. And... what the frick happened to his hands? Did, like, he get in a fight or something before this match and just... or is this all makeup or what? Hades Gamble. Okay. Hades Gamble and Elysium Exile. Okay. You got it. You got it. So that is our show, folks. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. To kind of give you guys a little bit of the rundown for those of you that may be new here. So basically how the show is run is it's run through seasons. We're obviously in season 7 right now. In every 10th episode, we have a pay-per-view. And there's 20 episodes a season. So we have 2 pay-per-views a season. They all have their own customized arenas and everything. All storylines are written ahead of time. To kind of let you guys in on a little bit of a secret, I usually have 3 scenarios for every storyline that I have. In case I lose on accident, or something happens, or the game does something, because you never know with 2K20 what's going to happen. Or, just to add a little bit of randomness in there. Because, if there's only one scenario, then, to me, it's not as fun. I like to have multiple scenarios for different storylines, and, just to keep it going, keep it unpredictable, keep it, a compelling story, which is what I think is missing a lot from, the professional wrestling industry, is compelling stories, characters that people care about, characters that people relate to. I feel like, specifically WWE anyway, I feel like a lot of times that's what's missing in professional wrestling. Thank you for the follow, Lizard. I appreciate it. Or Lexer or whatever. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Outlaw family. Another thing that I want to shout out here is, I believe I have a command for Discord. Let me see if I do. Let me make sure I have it before I do stuff. No, I don't. No, I don't. But I do have a panel for my Discord. It's down there. You can join it. And basically, that is the best place to reach me. I know not a lot of people have, Twitter, or they're on it, or they're not on it much, or whatever. And Discord to me is a more controlled version of social media. I think, if you got a good admin, good mods, good, people in the community, I feel like Discord can be a good place for everyone to just have fun. And that is a place where you can catch me and the other members of the Outlaw family in, I guess, just to chat with each other and just to have fun. We got plenty of stuff in there for all of you guys, all sports-related stuff, all Botch TV-related stuff, and everything else. There is a new channel in there that I just added not too long ago, and it's the writing channel. Basically what that is if you have any pieces of creative writing, whether it's a wrestling storyline, something that you have an idea for your content specifically, whether it's a book, a chapter of a book, or a poem, or whatever the frick it is, you can leave it in there or DM it to me on Discord. You know what? I'm gonna make a Discord command real quick. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I don't know why I ever took it off, but I'm gonna do that now. I'll make a Discord command now. It doesn't work because I didn't have I had a Discord command and then I took it off for some reason. I don't know why. I apologize if you hear me typing, but that's just kind of what it is right now. So this link that I'm about to do a command of, it should work for all of you. It should work because I'm going to set a link to where it does not expire, but let me know if it doesn't. Okay. We're going to do this. There you go. Try it now. Try it now. It should work now. There you go. There you go. There's a link. That should work. Let me know if it doesn't. There's also my website right there where you can check out some more of my exclusive content. Now, with that in mind, I'd like to say another thing here, and that is my email. The reason why I put that up there is that is a business email. So that email basically is the email for my website. It is managed by me, my friend Young Sin, and my friend Chaotic911, who are both co-hosts of my podcast, as well as Deftest Violator, who is another streamer who is a part of our wrestling community, wrestling gaming community. And basically that website was an investment that I wanted to make. I am paying a certain amount of money per year to keep that going. And ever since it's been live in January, the amount of visitation, like the amount of website views and stuff like that, have been going up, which is awesome. I do blogs on that website where I talk about wrestling just in general. I haven't done one in a long time. I apologize. College kind of keeping me crazy. There's website exclusive content, so think of it like Netflix. And there's there's that, which basically what that is there's the podcast there, the Angle Podcast, where I talk about wrestling with my co-host Chaotic and Young Sin. It started out as me by myself with a guest, but then we got more people to join us, and that email is an opportunity for you guys to do that. Essentially, what you can use that email for is you can email us, and when I say us, it's because Chaotic and Young Sin both have access to that email, so it's not only me reading it, but those guys have access to that email. I gave them the password and everything else. So they have access to that email so that they can read it too, and you guys can join us. Don't worry, none of your personal information will be shared or anything like that. But you guys can join us via that, or just by simply watching the content that we all produce. We work together. We have our own eFeds. Chaotic has his EWL, Youngson has the BCW, and Deftest has the NWO. We are working on a triple, or at least a triple branded pay-per-view, sort of like a Survivor Series style show, where my champions go up against theirs. So it's going to be sort of like a Survivor Series sort of style pay-per-view, and we prove who is the better brand, and it's going to be AI versus AI, so it's not, it's going to be no BS, no nothing, in terms of us controlling it, so that's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming in terms of recording. I got to do some Sky's the Limit, which is one of the website exclusive series exploring the backstory of Sky Outlaw, one of the members of the Outlaw family here on RCW, as well as the story of Luna Outlaw, one of the youngest member of the Outlaw family, and why she started wearing her mask, which is all the way back in Season 3 of RCW, which you can watch on the website, as well as my YouTube. So, other things that you'll find on the website are, galleries. A gallery, which is just what it is. It's basically like a slideshow, so to speak, of superstars, of different pictures of our superstars, either winning championships or just really badass edited screenshots with quotes of some of the stuff that they've said, either using my app on my phone called Social Dummy, where you can make fake Twitter accounts and stuff. So I do a lot of stuff in addition to this to make this show as fun and realistic as something that you would see on TV. So, with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys take the time and check some of that content out. I also have a YouTube channel, link is down in my panels there, where you can access my other content. So, RCW is on there. The My Career series is on there with Luna and Bryan, and a bunch of other things are on there. So, definitely check that out. I've been kind of slacking on that side of things because college, but once this whole thing is over, in terms of college, which would be over next week, I'll be free to create more content for you guys. So with that being said, I'm very excited to have all of you a part of this journey with me. This has been awesome. This has been really cool doing this for a year and a half, almost 2 years of doing this show for you guys. This is what made the channel what it is. Wrestling is what made this channel what it is. You guys made what this channel is and everything, and I can't thank you guys enough for it. And with that, I will catch you guys next time on another stream. I should be live Thursday? Thursday is the next scheduled day. 1 or 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It all depends. So, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. Also, another thing, real quick. I'm writing my own book. It's called Life on Lockdown. It is an autobiography on my life, written by myself, which is why it's called an autobiography, told through the Outlaw family. So Bryan Outlaw, Sky Outlaw, Luna Outlaw, Jack Outlaw, and Jason Outlaw. All five of those characters that you see here in the universe, or at least at some point you'll see them if you didn't see them today. All five of those characters, they all are very personal to me because they are all based on me in some way. They part of their lives or part of their backstories are based on real stuff that I've gone through as a 21-year-old. You'll definitely, in one of the chapters, I'm definitely just gonna spoil it here. I'm gonna spoil a little bit. In one of the chapters, you will hear about Sky Outlaw's dealing with domestic violence, which is something that I'm a victim of. I dealt with it. I was 16 years old at the time, and that was possibly the hardest chapter that I ever had to write. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to write in my entire life. Even writing speeches for funerals wasn't as bad as, writing all that. It doesn't go into like really triggering detail. It doesn't go into triggering detail because I don't want to do that to any of you who have experienced that. I know what triggers are like, so I don't want to do that to any of you. But I promise you guys that it's going to be a very compelling read. You guys are going to want to read it. I'm going to get it published. I'm going to, get it on Amazon, wherever I need to get it, going. But first of all, it's all about writing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I believe the first 2 chapters are in my Discord. So if you want to get like a sneak peek of that, you can do that. And yeah. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. It's I can't thank you guys enough. It's just really awesome that you guys are so invested in this universe as much as I am. And this is a fucking video game. Again, I apologize for my language, but it's a freaking video game. So, I love to, I love how invested you guys are in this universe as much as I am, because this is the only way that I'll ever wrestle. Unfortunately, because of a brain injury that I sustained when I was born, I will never wrestle in a wrestling ring, ever. And I always dreamed about being a wrestler. That is something that, I've always dreamed about, ever since I got into wrestling, as a young teenager, as a young man. And so because that was taken away, that's how the Outlaws are. They take that, like Bryan Outlaw, the guy that you see cutting the promo, and all that, that is me as a wrestler. So actually, you know what? As a special ending thing, I'm gonna play the promo again. I'll play the promo again. I played it at the beginning of the stream. I'll do it again, because this was a promo that addressed the attack that happened on Kevin Owens. So with that, I'll leave you guys with that. So this is a promo that I actually cut myself. I scripted this myself. And you guys, I guarantee you guys will like this. This is something I really worked really hard on. So I think you guys will like it. Real quick, let me just full screen it.
All of you are probably wondering why I did what I did to Kevin Owens. Truth is, I don't answer to any of you. You don't sign my paychecks. The boss man does. I simply did what I had to do. KO had to be KO'd. It's just what had to be done. You see, as RCW World Champion, I always have a target on my back, and I simply eliminated a potential threat to said target. Get the picture? I mean, even you marks can understand that shit, right? I'm on top of the mountain, and it'll stay that way. No deliberation necessary. No objection. Why? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, can touch me. Anybody that steps to me knows that no bond is gonna bail you out of this. This is no work. Oh no, this is real life. This is the real world, so better get used to it. If any of you have the balls to face me or to step to me in any way, you will suffer the same fate. DDT 1, 2, 3.
So that was a promo that I had cut for Kevin Owens during with the attack in response to the attack on Kevin Owens. So that was a promo that I wrote in 5 minutes. I can write promos in about 5 minutes, and that's pretty much what I do. I eat, sleep, wrestling. So I do that every day. I cut promos every day. I sometimes stay up till like 3 just writing promos in my little notes app on my iPhone and just freaking write promos. I've learned a lot. Rosemary is a big reason why I learned so much. I've had the chance to speak with her on Twitter and all that, and she's a very sweet young lady, very, very sweet lady, helping me out, kind of giving me a little bit of pointers and stuff like that. So with that being said, I thought I'd end it on that because that was such a good promo. That was probably one of my favorite things I've ever done. Like, in my 11 years of doing YouTube, that is like one of my favorite things that I've ever done in my entire life. And that's only a minute long. But that took a lot longer than most people think. So with that being said, I can't wait for Thursday. Thursday, we should have the card for RCW made. I usually make it after the streams are over. I usually make the next card. So hopefully you guys will be there for that, and I'm excited. Definitely share this stream with your friends, all that good stuff. I enjoy making the content that I do for you guys. It takes a lot of work to do that, and I just have a lot of fun. So with that, I will catch you guys on Thursday. Hopefully you all will stay safe. Practice social distancing, do whatever you have to do so that hopefully we can get some back to normalcy as soon as possible. I will catch you guys on Thursday.